Hello, crafty friends. It is Alicia, aka Crafty Al, here with a very impromptu live stream. Some of you were with me on a vertical live stream that I ended about 20 minutes ago because I accidentally started streaming it over here. I was streaming over on TikTok because I was listening to the new T Swift album. And over on TikTok, you can have music in the background. And I was using a different software and I was goofing around trying stuff. And I accidentally started streaming to YouTube. Well, nobody was chatting with me over on TikTok. So I thought I would come here and work on what I was working on, but just do it on a regular live stream here with you guys. So if you are here, make sure to give me a thumbs up so that I know that you are, and you can always say hi over in that live chat box. But what I'm doing, so next weekend, I leave on the 9th. I am heading to Des Moines, Iowa for Stamp Joy. And it is an in-person crafty event put on by Tailored Expressions. If you have ever been to Stamp Joy or heard of it, let me know over in that chat. Type Stamp Joy for me. But they have a card swap, and it's always a good time chatting with people, swapping cards. And I am trying to get 40 done. And I thought that while I was working on the parts for those, we could maybe just hang out and chat. Let me know too, like maybe you haven't done Stamp Joy before, but maybe you've done a card swap. You can let me know that. Here in front of me is kind of like the prototype of what I'm going for. So I am going to be, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm going to be stenciling that color onto some white wood grain cardstock. And then I cut a whole bunch of these gray leafy stem pieces to go over it. And you'll see here that it's going to go over the frame. And in the background, I actually cut out the part that I'll be stenciling later just to make better use of that. And I just added a little bit of color with some gray ink just so that the frame kind of had a color behind it, but then it stands out from the card base as well. I'm also going to switch up my sentiment just a little bit. It's going to look similar, but if you can tell here, again, trying to make the most use out of my cardstock. I will be putting a little shadow of that same, like the fishtail banner behind the sentiment, just to help it stand out a little bit more. Jean says she has been there several times. Can't wait for next week. I'm so excited, Jean. Are you ready? Are you doing the card swap? Let me know. If you are, you'll get a little sneak peek at a card you might get. But I have almost 40 card bases. I'll have to cut and score some more later. But what I thought I would get started on is putting my gray wood grain frames onto my card bases. Now, if you've been watching Sheet Load lately, you know I love this when I need to put something on a card front that has that 1/8 of an inch border. And you guys, if you have been on the fence about a glass board, this weekend, my code is going to get you 20% off instead of 15%. Oh, instead of 15% off. And look at that. Nightbot popped that up at exactly the right time. So normally, Call Me Crafty Al, all one word, all caps, would save you 15% at Glassboard Studio. But through the weekend, in honor of World Card Making Day tomorrow, you can save 20%. So that's going to be on any magnets, on the glass boards. Now, this ruler, it comes from Pear Blossom Press, which I do have a store link in the description box below. These two items together, some of my favorite tools. Let me know if you have a glass board or any of the Pear Blossom Press rulers. But what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to set this, well, yeah, I'll set that to the side for now. So my card fronts, I probably should have stamped the back of these, but I can do that later. So it just slips right into there. There's a little kind of jig in the ruler. And this is the A7 version. And now, well, probably should have gotten my adhesive added to the back of my frame. Yeah, I'll do that first. I was going to use liquid glue, but then I have to have somewhere to have all those dry. And since I'm using my helpers, I think I'll be able to get these in place the first time. We'll see. Because sometimes these frames, because there's not much room to hold on to, I don't want to accidentally tear this with the tape runner. So I'm going to try this first, and I can just slip that right into that corner. And now we have our frame put in place. Oh, Carmen has both items. Irene got spoiled with the glass board for Christmas. Love it. I got an early Christmas present as well, and it is the TE glass board. They have a huge one. I think it's 18 by 24, and I did get that, but I thought because my lights don't reflect off this little board, well, they kind of do off the big board. So we need to figure out the angle we can put those lights at so it doesn't affect it. I do use it in my Tailored Expressions videos, but I won't be able to use it in these until we get the lighting situation figured out. It wouldn't be a big deal if I wasn't making videos. Is anybody crafting today? Let me know too. Are you going to be at Craft Roulette's World Card Making Day event tomorrow? Check out the Craft Roulette channel. You can set a reminder to join us. I will be over there from 2 to 2:30 p.m. Central, I believe. And you'll want to watch, if you have an electronic cutter, you know, like a Brother Scan and Cut or a Silhouette or a Cricut or something else like that. You're going to want to make sure to watch my presentation, because I'm going to have a special bonus for you that's going to help you create the card. Oh, yes. Irene is going to be there. I love that. See you there, Irene. The good thing, like I said, over on TikTok, you can play music, so I don't have to talk the whole time, where I always feel like over here on YouTube, I need to. I think this would be much easier with liquid glue. This frame keeps sticking to my fingers. So because the frame is a little bit wobbly, because it's not a whole cardstock, I am really careful with how I lay that down at first so it doesn't stretch out and get distorted. And has everybody got their free October sheet load? I'm always kind of a month ahead, so I'm already into November. And Carmen the other day helped me proof November's sheet load. I'm just waiting for a couple other things because it's a special collaboration, but I think it's going to be a good one. So Elena says, what is the ruler called? So this is from Pear Blossom Press. I do have a link to their shop in the description box below. It won't go directly to this because this was a very, very impromptu card. But if you go over there, it should probably pop up on the main page as one of the made items. But I think they called this the Card Maker's Tea Ruler. And this is the A7 version. And it has, what I'm using right now is the 1/8 inch jig. I don't know if you can tell, but there's almost like 2 layers to the ruler, and this top layer is inset 1/8 of an inch both ways, and that's how I am lining all of these up. Oops. Good morning, Susan. I see. Oh, you finished your staycation swap cards. Excellent. I love that the staycation stamp joyers have figured that out. And I guess I said good morning, but here for me, it is officially afternoon. Just barely, though. So what you do is you have to flip the ruler over so that you can slip your pieces underneath. And you don't have to use these magnets, but it makes it so much easier. So you don't have to, you know, hold the ruler in place. I mean, you kind of do so that it doesn't slip, but you know, it just holds this down while you're getting the other stuff ready to put together. Stellar Crafts by Pam says, is the A2 one the same? She's never noticed it had those for lining up. No, Pam, it is a little different. I do have it. Let me get it out here. So the A2, it has 1/2 inch and 3/8 inch jigs. So I will be using one of these, I believe, for the November. Oh, I don't know if it's the 1/2 or the 3/8 or the 1/4 for the November one, but it's when you have those wider borders, this is going to help you. And it is like, I think those rulers are $10, and it has already, in the little bit of time I've had them, has paid for itself. Amanda from Pear Blossom Press did. No, I can't remember. I believe that I bought both of these. She might have sent me one, like maybe the first one, but then I went and bought more of the A2. I actually think I did buy them myself, but they were worth the money for sure. And speaking of Amanda at Pear Blossom Press, she is one of the hostesses at tomorrow's World Card Making Day event over on Craft Roulette. And they have prizes you can sign up for. And I bet money that Pear Blossom Press is giving something away, like a gift card or something. So if you check out my membership tab, I have some posts about tomorrow's event. And I think one of the links in the description box is the link to go sign up to win prizes. Now, you do have to kind of watch the live stream to see if you are a winner. You have to watch the live stream to see if you're a winner. So if you do go and put your information on, you will need to follow up and claim that if you are drawn. Oh, Susan says she has both and use them on every card. So worth the money, yes. Pam says that she thinks the one she sent her was an A2, but I'll have to double check. Yeah, I can't remember. Like, I know that I wanted it real badly, and I actually think I paid for them. But I might have gotten one for free. But then as soon as I got that A2 one, I like ordered 2 more. Elena says A2 and A7. She cannot find where I can order them. Elena, in my description box below is a link to Pear Blossom Press. So if you just go over there and search for ruler, they should pop up. Janice says the A7 is her go-to. It's a game changer. Definitely. I love Pear Blossom Press. She uses their click on blowout lights for grandkids' birthday. Yes, those are so fun. You actually get to blow those lights out. Love it. I'm so glad we have a lot of Pear Blossom Press fans. I will see if I can search real quick here and get you a link for. Okay, here we go. See if this link works. It is an affiliate link. See if this works to get you to the rulers. And then there should be a drop down option, and you'll have to select the one you want. And again, this one that I'm using with the 1/8 of an inch border is the A7. And I know a lot of you have used my link to buy your Pear Blossom Press rulers. Thank you so much. If you didn't know it, a lot of the times crafters will share affiliate links, which means they and myself will get a small portion of your sale at no extra cost to you. So it just, for instance, for me, it just helps me buy more stuff to use here on screen with you. And I have gotten quite a few affiliate notices after I share my sheet loads where I use this combo. So don't forget, you can get it ordered. And then this weekend, the Glassboard Studio, my discount code gets you an extra 5% off. Susan says she loves the Pear Blossom Press adhesive. It's repositionable for 30 minutes. Susan, is that the foam tape? Because I have heard that it is wonderful, but like I think maybe it's been out of stock for a while. I don't know if they finally got it back in. Don't forget, if you are coming in late, to smash that like button and maybe share the stream with a crafty friend who might like to join us. The more the merrier, right? A couple other things, or at least one other thing I have coming up at the end of the month. I will be doing the Craftoween live streams. So that's a Spellbinders Halloween Advent Calendar. I'll be going live every day from the 19th through the 31st and opening the envelope for the day and then getting crafty with the die set that's in there. And you guys, I have 3 of the very, very, very much sold out Craftoween Advent calendars. So if you didn't get your hands on one, you'll definitely want to watch and play along, gather those secret words. You can win one of your own. Oh, yes, Pam, TE does have these rulers. You're right. So if you're placing an order for something else, you could definitely add that on. And if you're shopping at Tailored Expressions, I do have an affiliate link in the description box. It's always appreciated by everyone when you use those. And Janice says she's so excited for this weekend. So much going on. Yes. And Susan says the world's best foam tape is sold out. Yeah, I thought so. I do want to try some. Carmen says she's been having problems with the like buttons. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. Trying to figure out what's going on. I have not noticed that, but it would not surprise me. Technology does like to throw us for a loop. So if you do click on the like button, it might show up later. I can go tell you here. So far, we have 16 likes. Thank you so much, everyone. So hopefully that will fix itself, Carmen. I know before, sometimes when I go into channels that I know I'm subscribed to, it will show that I'm not. And then if I click the subscribe button, it unsubscribes me, but it literally just showed that I wasn't. So something wacky's going on. And speaking of the like button, yesterday we had our October 2025 Sheetload Creative Team Hop. So the team members put out their versions of this month's Fun Fold cards, which if you haven't seen it yet, this month's Sheetload shows you how to make 8 Fun Fold cards. So check out my process video. I give lots of great tips for how to put this together. Even if you don't have a scoreboard, I show you how to make it. So you can check that out, and then make sure to check out all the creative team members' videos, of which Carmen is one of my creative team members. And Jean says the like doesn't work for her either. Well, thank you for trying. I don't know what's going on. Maybe stop back by later, see if it's fixed itself, and if it has, smash that like button. Susan says she is crafting with her bestie tomorrow and watching Craft Roulette. There's a make and take at her local craft store. Yay! I love that. Definitely, you want to support those local businesses because, as you know, many have been going out of business. Luckily, here in the Omaha area, we have Scrapbook Haven. And they used to be called Busy Scrappin', and it was going to go out of business, but someone else purchased it and they stayed open, and they seem, knock on wood, to be doing very, very good. So if you're ever going through the Omaha area, it's not very far off I-80. I definitely suggest stopping by. I might switch over to liquid glue. This, again, this would be a lot easier if there was not this huge hole in the middle, but to hold it down, I get my fingers stuck in that adhesive. Pam says a like button is working for her on mobile. I wonder if sometimes it is like a mobile versus like laptop, desktop thing. Oh, Carmen's on a mobile too. Who knows? This is crazy. Pam says, how many cards am I making? So Pam, I am aiming for 40 cards. So I have most of my stuff done. The biggest thing that I still have left to do is going to be stenciling all 40 pieces because it's 3 different colors I have to stencil. Now, luckily, it is on that wood grain paper, so it looks a little distressed. The stenciling doesn't have to be perfect, but that could take some time. But I figure, you know, tomorrow when I'm not up at Craft Roulette, I can watch the other creators and stencil at the same time. Who on the live stream tomorrow are you looking forward to, besides Amanda and Mary, of course? After me is Biddy Penny, so I am excited to see what she does. And I have not looked too closely at who the guests are. I know that I did once, but Biddy Penny's the only one I remember because she's right after me. I think it's like May made it. Let me know over in the chat if you know who the other guests are. I think there were 13 guests from all over the world, hence World Card Making Day. Welcome, Maria. She's watching while she works from home. Awesome. Speaking of working from home, does anybody watch Dancing with the Stars? One of the songs that they danced to the other night was called Work from Home. And it was unfortunately the lady who got sent home, Lauren. Susan said, tip for the glue, do you have those silicone fingers from TE? Those should keep your fingers from sticking. I don't know, Susan. Do you mean like that thing that it had like 2 little finger grippers and then there was a piece kind of keeping them together? I probably do have those, but where they are at, I would not remember right now. Now it looks like Pam's working on some swap cards. She didn't get a finish last year. Oh, welcome, Brooke. She took her lunch to get to watch live. Glad you are here. I think, why don't we? I'm going to go ahead and go over to that Craft Roulette channel, and we're going to see if we can figure out who's actually, I'll go to Craft Roulette Live. So we can look and make sure. Here we go. All right, let me see if I can share my screen. So if you go to craftroulette.live, this is what it looks like. Oh, I have not showing you. Let's try that. So here's what it looks like when you go to craftroulette.live. And then at the top, if you go to episodes, special events, this is the page that pops up. So tomorrow's World Card Making Day. I'm going to see if I can zoom in. Let's get this a little bit bigger. There we go. So Amanda and Mary are hosting. And then there's May May, Katarina, Vicky, Megan, me, Biddy Penny, Sire, Caitlin, Karen, Donna, I think maybe Teresa is how she says it. Sorry if I butchered that. Tina and Michelle. So I think you probably recognize some of those great crafters. And then look at all of these sponsors. So what you want to do, I think you have to do this before we go live, which I think it starts right around noon tomorrow. You need to go to more info and giveaway registration, and then scroll down a little bit right here, register for free. So you'll put in your name and email address, and then the prizes they give away tomorrow, you will be entered to win those. So if you are registered, let me know you're registered over there in the chat. Definitely want to get in on prizes. Who does not like a crafty prize? Speaking of crafty prize, if you are a die cut or paper trimmer level channel member, the September channel member live is still open for submissions. It was a mystery card event, so I gave instructions the night of the live, how to put together a card. And spoiler alert, mystery cards are always the new sheet load that is coming out. So all you have to do is make a sheet load card, go watch the replay of that live stream, find out how to submit it. And then this month, you guys, I have one of the exclusive, it's the stencil and 3D embossing folder combo clubs from Tailored Expressions. So this is part of their 6-month club that they had. You got a special one of these each month, and these will never be sold again. They don't bring these out later in the store. So you have until the 15th of October to play along and be entered to win this. So I hope you go check that out. And if you're not already a channel member, you can click on the join button below this video to find out more. If you click on the join button, it does not sign you up for anything. It just shows you the different levels and the perks that you get. And so the monthly member lives are for die cut and paper trimmer level members. And if you are a member in the chat, show me your favorite exclusive emoji. Mine is the cat with the rainbow glasses right now. All right, let's see. Some of you, Carmen is registered. Susan is registered. Brooke is going to go and register. Definitely do that, yes. And Carmen, I was kind of bummed you weren't there either. I was the only person on camera that last month. I had a couple crafty friends join me over on Zoom, but they kept their cameras off. So it was a little different because you're usually always there with me. So I hope to see you at the end of this month for that live. Irene says she's registered and working on birthday cards. So she keeps wandering away from the keyboard. Understandable. And Heather is back. Heather caught me for my oopsie TikTok and YouTube live stream when I didn't mean to stream it to YouTube. So thank you for coming back, Heather. And I see those custom emojis rolling in. Oh, there's Iris Monkeys. Am I going to see you at Stamp Joy next week? But anyway, you can see I can't show the custom emojis on screen because they just say the name, unfortunately, since they're custom from me, that they didn't come from YouTube. Oh, yes, Susan, that's right. Susan says next time she'll be camera ready. Well, another spoiler alert. The reason you're only seeing overhead is because I am not camera ready today. I may or may not still be in my pajamas. Oh, because here, Heather says she's playing the new Taylor Swift album now. We got up, my daughter and I got up right away today. She headed out to get us some breakfast and some Fountain Diet Coke. So we did not really prep for the day. I just came down and we got started listening to the album. Heather, you'll have to let me know what you think. I'm going to tell you, after all the hype, I was a little bit disappointed, but I have listened to it a second time through, and I'm starting to warm up to it more. So Heather, if you know where to find the regular emojis, there is a special group at the top that is just for channel members. A lot of them are rainbow, so I think you might recognize them. But you'll have to open up your emoji keyboard over there in the live chat. Oh, Team Crispy Soda, most definitely. Susan says she's in her jammies too. Oh, I love having groceries delivered. Yes. And you know what? Tomorrow at World Card Making Day, it's only overhead as well. So I might be in a different pair of pajamas, but still in my pajamas. I will have to get presentable on Sunday, though. Presley and I are going in the morning to the movie theater because there you go, Heather, you found them. We're going in the morning to the movie theater because Taylor Swift, she has like that special listening party thing out for her new album. So we're going to go do that. And I'm making us a showgirl shirt to wear, which I still have to make. I have the lettering design, but I still have to cut everything out and get it put on this shirt. So maybe I'll work on that tonight. Oh, I see those emojis coming in. Yes. Oh, yay. Iris Monkeys is going to be there next week. Excellent. Hopefully you'll find us, and maybe we didn't scare you ladies too much last year and you'll sit with us again. Heather, that says, it says in my crafty era. So I made a couple years ago for Stamp Joy, I made our group in my crafty era t-shirts, and I just put that same artwork as a little emoji. And yes, it is way, way little. It is hard to read. We had a blast with you guys too. And Iris Monkey says she thinks it's pretty cool that I'm assuming Taylor, is making group music enjoyment more accessible with the special theater showings. Agreed. We also, of course, the Eras tour was so hard to get tickets for, so we didn't get to go. So it was fun to go when it was in the theaters and sit with other Swifties and enjoy the concert. And I don't know what this weekend is going to be about. I think it's like lyric videos, and I think she might talk about some behind the scenes stuff. So I figure whatever, it's a fun mother-daughter trip out. And Sally says, what is that ruler you're using? Uh-oh, Presley just texted me something. So this is it is the Pear Blossom Press Card Maker's Tea Ruler, and this is the A7 version. I will pop a link over there in that chat if you want to go check it out. So the A7 version has a 1/4 inch jig and an 1/8 inch jig, and an 1/8 of an inch is my favorite matting size in card making usually. So that's what I am using to help me get everything lined up. They also have an A2 version that has a 1/2 inch and a 3/8 inch, I believe. So if you use my affiliate link, you should be able to select which one you want. And I would suggest getting both, but you can check that out. Oh, and another thing, I don't ever really use this. I haven't yet, but oh, that's an A7 card. Let me get out the A. So here is the A2. And the fun thing is, you see how the rulers, one is shorter than the other? That's because this, if it goes this way, it measures the 5.5 inches. It has a centering spot and it has thirds marked. And then if you rotate it around, this does the 4.25 inch edge. It has the center and it has thirds. The same thing with the A7, but this is just for a 5x7 card. And if you are coming in a little late, I'm also pairing it with my Glassboard Studio Magnetic Glass Craft Mat, which Nightbot just shared. If you shop this weekend in honor of World Card Making Day, my discount is worth 20% instead of 15%. So if you use that link and then use the code CALLMECRAFTYAL, all caps, all one word, you can save 20% on magnets, on glass boards. This is a 9x12 color burst because you know I love a rainbow. So if you check that out. Irene, it looks like Irene's the opposite of me. She has used the half and the third markings on the T-square, but forgot about the jig. See, now you know, Irene, maybe I'll try to use it for halves and thirds, and you can try to use it for the jigs. Because, yes, I never think about it. I am going to have to pause on it. Well, I guess I still have quite a few frames left. But I only had, I think, 35 card bases, and I need 40. So maybe I'll make those other 5, like finish my frames, and then I want to stamp on the back before I get too much on the front. So I think I'll stamp my custom stamp on the back too. Does anybody have anywhere they need to be today, or can you hang out with me for hours while I make my swap cards? And I understand if you have to come and go, you can pop in. Speaking of TS12 or The Life of a Showgirl, does anybody have a favorite song yet from the new album? The first song is A Fate of Ophelia. And so we were super duper excited. We're like, yes, this sounds so great. Be honest with you, it kind of did a little dip after that. But I do have a couple favorites. I like The Fate of Ophelia. Life of a Showgirl is growing on me. And Ruin the Friendship. It's kind of sad at the end. Susan says that she'll be here as long as I'm live. Thank you. Brooke has to go back to work. Thanks for stopping by, Brooke. You can always watch the end of it, the replay later. And Heather is working from home, but working a shorter day. And Irish Monkey says she's going to have to buckle down this weekend if she wants to take swap cards this year. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, I got a great start on these. I die cut everything. I added adhesive to the back of all of these, and then it completely stopped. And I haven't got back to it until today. So I think you can still do it. You know, maybe don't make one that you have to cut like 50 pieces and do a 3-layered stencil on like I chose. Oh, Janet says she's recording videos and listening to me. I have a video I have to record today too. Susan says her custom TE stamp says handmade by Susan, fueled by Dr. Pepper and hot tamales. I just had some hot tamales last night. Probably shouldn't have, but I did have some. Irene is heading to a used book sale soon. I hope you find some good books, Irene. If you come back and we're still live, you'll have to let us know what you found. And I know the like button is acting up, but if you haven't smashed that like button yet and give this video a stamp of approval, go ahead and try it. See if your like button works, because I know it's not for a couple friends in the chat. Oh, Trisha, welcome. She says her friend Julie is making her first set of swap cards all by herself. So happy she's doing them. That is excellent, Trisha. In the past years, my sister Lisa has made cards for my sister-in-law Melissa. And then last year, she made cards for Melissa and her friend Kirby. And this year, both those ladies are coming back and they are making their own cards too. I'm so excited that they're giving it a try. Yay. Okay, that like button is working. Thank you for checking that out. Thank you for smashing it. Right now, we have 29 likes, you guys. Thank you so much. Oh. Lisa, though, my sister, I think she did end up making like, she still made something like 60 to 80 cards. She loves swapping and she'll do like 20 or 30 of a type. She doesn't make them all the same. But I helped her. They were here. Her family was here last weekend. We got to do lots of crafty shopping and we played some games. But I also helped her get her inserts ready with like her supply lists and stuff. Yes. I agree. Because, you know, Lisa offered to make them their cards and they're like, no, we're going to try it. So my sister-in-law, Missy, they went on a family vacation a couple weeks ago and they stopped in Omaha here. And she actually borrowed one of my stencil sets to work on hers while they were on vacation because they were going to have some downtime. Oh, Susan says in-person Stamp Joy's on her bucket list. Susan, I hope you can make it sometime. And if you do, you're definitely going to have to look me up while you're there. This year, I think they're rearranging some things. When we get there on Thursday, we can check in. And they're going to have shuttles out to the store that you had to sign up for a time. But they're doing like the registration and kind of welcome event at the event center this year. Normally you would just go, you know, they usually had something on Thursday night, but like the last couple years it was out at the store. But now they're going to have some stuff at the convention center itself, and they're going to shuttle you out there for shopping. And you can also I think you can pick up your registration stuff on Thursday, whereas before it was just Friday morning when you got there. And they also posted something the other day. Oh, somebody asked in the Stamp Joy Facebook group, like if they needed to worry about bringing extra light. And they said that they're doing the make and takes a little bit different this year, that they're doing them in the rooms where they usually hold the classes. So I will be curious to see what that entails. Because it used to just be in the big ballroom. They would have the make and take tables around the outside. So I wonder what they'll have in place of that. But we signed up for, I think we're shopping mid-afternoon on Thursday. Usually they have a special gift with purchase. I can't remember if it's just at the store that night or if it's the whole weekend's gift with purchase. But there is definitely at Stamp Joy, at the event itself, an exclusive gift with purchase, which it might have eventually came out last year. Oh, and Nightbot just reminded you, if you have not gotten your Spellbinders Crafty Advent Calendar yet, those are available. I haven't checked any of the links to see if they're sold out yet any place, but the last time I did check, there were still quite a few left. Iris Monkey says she missed a discussion about the make and takes. Sounds like it might help with the crowding waiting. Hopefully, I bet they figured it out to try to help. And yes, I I just stumbled upon it. I probably would have not have seen it, but they asked about lighting and I wanted to see what other people said. Heather said, can I repeat the code for Pear Blossom Press? So I don't have like a discount code for Pear Blossom Press, but I can put the link to the ruler in there. The discount code I just shared was for Glassboard Studio. So you can save 20% this weekend. After this weekend, that Call Me Crafty Owl will get you 15% off. And I agree. Trisha says every year they seem to they improve on the previous year's Stamp Joy. I agree. They are very great about taking feedback and trying to make it the best event possible for everyone. So there are usually little tweaks from year to year. Yeah. Okay. This is what I thought. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. That's what I thought, that there was one gift with purchase at the store and then one at Stamp Joy. So if you didn't know, Tailored Expressions, when you place orders, if you place an order that is $100 or more, which it's super easy to spend that, ask me how I know, you get like a free stamp set or a free stencil set or a free embossing folder. So that's with the purchase of 100 or more. But with every purchase you make, they have exclusive little stamps this year, and you get one with each order. Let me go get that. I need to get an October order placed. But this year's gift with purchase that, just the order freebie, it is these little stamps that have monthly flowers. And then you can buy separately the dies that go with them. I ended up, I think, buying two of these instead of one of each. So I do need to reorder that one. So those are pretty cheap to purchase. But then here are the flower stamps. So those just come free with orders. Yep, they definitely do. I wonder if there'll be more people this year and if that's why the make and takes are moving. I'm very curious. I'm very curious to see what that is going to entail. Because they usually have big rooms downstairs where they hold the classes. And I wonder if they just got all the rooms in that hallway, because I couldn't imagine them picking up the make and take tables when the classes happen, because I think those happen at the same time. Oh, Carmen says she has a similar set from Stampin' Up. Awesome. Love the monthly flowers. Speaking of that, Carmen let me know, I don't know, maybe the beginning of last week. Or no, I think that I just see it by accident. But this year, Stampin' Up has their very first advent calendar that is one where you get little gifts for each day, and theirs is 12 days. And you get a free stamp set with it. But I will be opening that one during the December Advent live streams from the 1st through the 12th, because it is only 12 days. If you don't yet already have a Stampin' Up demonstrator and you want to get yourself an Advent calendar, make sure to reach out to Carmen here in the US. She can be your demonstrator. I'm excited to try it. So I ordered mine. And then you guys, Carmen ordered me an extra one to give away. So during the December Advents, I will be opening Stampin' Up, Spellbinders, Tailored Expressions, Pink and Main, and 2 Gummy-A-Pan. The Gummy-A-Pan, there's a regular size die set and there's a teeny tiny one. And I have one to give away of each of those now too, since Carmen sent me a second one. How awesome is that? I thought maybe I brought it down, but I left I left the advent calendars upstairs. Let me know if you want me to run upstairs quickly and get the Stampin' Up! Once you can see what it looks like. But to reach out to Carmen, you can probably go over to her channel, Choose Joy with Carmen, and then I'm sure there's some kind of contact information, definitely in her videos. Because actually, Carmen, because you're a moderator, if you want to, you can probably put your website in the chat, but other people can't put links. But if you want to do that, and actually, let me see. Yeah, if you want to put that over there, Carmen, to your Stampin' Up! Website, you can do that. Okay, there you go. That's an easy one to remember. So you can type that in and then go to her Stampin' Up! Page. Irene says this will be a fun Advent season. She got her spell binders from her local store. I love that. Yay. Yes, I know. I was just thinking yesterday how many options are going to be on the wheel. It's going to be crazy. Because I think, I'll have like 2 for each company, 2 for artist choice, 2 for viewer choice. And then last year I added the member choice, which the members are who support me here each month. So as one of the perks, one of the spots on the wheel was member choice. And if that one comes up, a single member gets to decide which company I have to use that day. Oh, I ran out of card bases, you guys. So let me move this to the side. I'll cut some real quick. I think I got to go over and get when I do my card bases, I think it's 100-pound cardstock instead of 80-pound, but I have to go dig in my box to get some more of that. So I will be back. I will play a little music while I'm over there. Let me see what I have to play here that is not Christmas. All right. I decided I would run upstairs very quickly after I found my cardstock, and I'll show you what I ordered. So from Stampin' Up. So the first one, you guys, I got myself some Christmas paper, and this is Traditions of Christmas. Can you see that? Look at how gorgeous that is. Oh gosh. I cannot wait to make some holiday cards with this. And then the back, there's no foiling on the back, but there are some great just solids to go with the fronts. So if you're excited to see these in upcoming cards, smash that like button if you haven't already. Oh, that might be my favorite backside. I like the polka dots, but I really like that. And then look at that. So love that. Again, that is Traditions of Christmas. I do want to use this, but I don't know if it's going to be like one of those things. Like I won't want to cut it up because it's so beautiful. Yeah, Carmen says she still hasn't ordered this one, but my excitement is changing her mind. Carmen, I think everybody needs that one. But okay, so I got to make sure. Yeah, so here is the advent calendar. So you get, this is actually 2 stamp sets. So one is the sentiment set, and one is like kind of like the watercolor looking one. And they say that these might kind of go with the stuff that's in the advent calendar, but if you order that, you get that sent to you. And then here it is, the 12 days of crafting advent calendar. Should we open it up? Well, oh, not the doors, not the doors. I did see, I don't know. Carmen said that she did go watch the unboxing video, so there it is. She knows what's in it. So I do not, and I'm not going to open up the doors, but I can open up the inside. Welcome, Amalia. She says, just joining. Who is going with you this year? To Stamp Joy, it will be my sister, my sister-in-law, and then my sister-in-law's friend, Kirby, who was there with us last year. Last year, Missy's mom went also, but she's skipping this year. And then I asked Presley if she wanted to go, but she has school. She has college. So you'll see here then, it's just kind of like other advent. Ooh, it's got a really tough open. It's just like other advent calendars, but look how big these openings are. So there are only 12 days, but it looks like there's some bigger gifts in there. And Carmen did find a video where they unbox it, so I'm sure you can probably find that too if you want to find out what is in here and get your own. But I, again, will be opening this from the 1st through the 12th, and then I have the other one upstairs to give away that Carmen sent me. So let's give a big round of applause to Carmen. If you don't follow her channel, make sure to go do that too. And if you're looking for a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, holler out to her. All right, so I went and got some more heavyweight cardstock. I'm just going to cut down the pieces that I need. Jean says she loves that paper. Me too. Oh, I just cut that wrong. I needed this way. I'm going to have to go get another piece of paper, darn it. I will still use that one because I always keep some card bases already pre-made. So I will use the one I cut wrong, but I'm going to go grab another sheet. I will be scoring these. My score buddy came in very handy for this month's sheet load. If you haven't watched the October videos yet, I hope you will check those out. It is a fun fold card. And it is definitely helpful if you own a scoring tool. But I did show in my process video how to make the cards if you don't have one. I did when I did the premiere of the process video yesterday, I asked my audience if they had some type of scoring tool, and I think like 99% of the crafters who were watching did. So I'm hoping, if you have like a blade on your trimmer or a board like I do, that you have access to something. And if not, I think a scoring tool is one of those things that will always come in handy. There, Carmen shared her link. If you want to go check out her Stampin' Up! Store, again, she can be your demonstrator if you're here in the U.S. Get yourself an advent calendar ordered. Get yourself some, what was it, Traditions of Christmas paper ordered. Might want to get a couple of those so you can actually use one. Susan said her first one wasn't very fun, but the second one was more fun. Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those sheet loads where you're going to have to make a couple to get used to them before they're fun. It is definitely a little more involved than most sheet loads are. But I think it makes a fun card. Here is the one that I made during the last month's channel member live. I thought this was pretty cute. I used I think it was an Echo Park paper pad maybe, and then I used some of the coordinating stickers for my focal point. And I haven't added anything to the back piece yet, but I will do that. Susan said her husband called and she missed a part. Definitely need to pay attention. Yes. It is a sheet load that you can do the cutting mindlessly. That's all easy stuff, but scoring, you definitely want to pay attention. As you saw from like my different tips and how I folded them, that section. And then the only other thing, once you have it scored and folded, just make sure that you put the correct pattern paper on the center section. Otherwise, it won't have quite the right borders. All right, get out 5 of the top fold. I love a top fold card. Bring back in my magic helper, my glass board, and my Pear Blossom Press ruler. And I already had one with my adhesive on it because I ran out of card bases. And if you're coming in a little late, so this is what the main part of my card will look like. But I'm going to put this on top of it's wood grain cardstock that I just added a little gray ink to. And that's pretty much my card. I might find some embellishments that I can add to it, add a little bit of sparkle. But because it is a TE event, we do have to use all TE products. So I have to see what I have in my stash that'll add a little shine. Oops. Susan says, is that cardstock mold wine or jujube? So first of all, I don't have jujube yet. I think some is heading my way in my next design team, but the background cardstock is, hold on. I'm using my very favorite color combination, this one. The background cardstock is Tailored Expressions Passion Fruit. That's what this color is, which I think I ran out when I was making these, so I'm going to have to get myself some more. And I also need to get myself a full pack of the jujube cardstock. It is very similar, I think, to one of my favorite Gina K Designs cardstocks, which is, yes, tomato soup. So the new jujube, I think it's very close to tomato soup. I haven't seen it in person yet. Danny reached out yesterday to ask me if jujube was going to take over as my favorite cardstock, you know, because mulled wine is my favorite TE cardstock right now. And it might not take over as my favorite, but I will definitely use it. It is a great, great color for fall. Ugh. Got 3 more frames to put on, including this one. I ink blended all these frames earlier when I was trying to stream to TikTok and listening to some Taylor Swift. And I was using a different software than I normally do. It's kind of hard to stream to TikTok. They don't just let anybody. But there is a software that I subscribe to called Restream, and it lets you apply to TikTok to be able to stream on there from it. And I believe, because I'm not a gamer, that after I was done with my live stream today, they revoked my ability to use that software and stream. I can still stream with like my phone, but that is a bummer, because the one I was using earlier, it has like an interface like I use here on this one with a StreamYard is what I do most of my live streams from. But I, as soon as I clicked end live stream, it gave me an error that I can't go back live over there, that I can reapply in 7 days. So I might have to start gaming over there, you guys. I don't know if maybe I game every once in a while, if they'll let me keep my access. Kind of silly. You'd think that they would be the more the merrier, but they are not. Susan almost beat me to it. Any plans to become a gamer now? No, I don't even. I mean, I like to about once a year. It's usually the week between Christmas and New Year's. I will download SimCity to my laptop, and I will play it for like 3 days straight, every waking hour. Okay. But it's usually only a winter thing. You know, I'm kind of over it after that. And I don't even know if I would know how. I'm sure I could figure out how to stream it, but yeah, I am kind of bummed. I am kind of bummed. But maybe if I reapply and tell them that I'll try out gaming, because nobody watches my lives over there anyway. So it's not like if I do bad at the game, if I do one every once in a while, that I'll be embarrassed, you know, made public humiliation. During COVID, Susan said she became addicted. Gamer thumb is real. Let us know what games you like to play, Susan. Oh, and here, Nightbot just shared the link for you to sign up for my email notices. If you're not on my email list, go ahead and sign up, because I always tell like when new advent calendars are coming out, or when pre-orders, you know, for the TE clubs are coming out, because a lot of people miss signing up until after they're already coming. So sign up for my email. And yeah, now what I think I'm going to do, you guys, is get my personalized stamp set up and go ahead and add those to the back. I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to use passion fruit ink. Susan says she only played Dauntless. She was a very fashionable behemoth slayer. I have never heard of that game, Susan. I am more like a Tetris, a Sim City. I love Sim Farm. If I can, I don't know what those games are called where, you know, you have to like build stuff, or yeah, I like those. Hi, Brian. Welcome. I am working on my Stamp Joy cards. I just got all of my outer mats down on my card fronts, and now I'm going to go ahead and stamp on the back. Get my personal info on there because these are swap cards, so I want to make sure I sign my artwork. Welcome, Vicky. And Diane says she got addicted to Animal Crossing and Splatoon. So my daughter played Animal Crossing a lot. I might have tried it. But, you know, that is probably the type of game I would like to, I think, don't you like build like little towns and stuff? I would probably enjoy that. Here we go. So there's the stamp for the back of my card. And now I have to try to find a place to put all these. I like to make sure that the back is dry before I put them back on top of each other. I probably don't need to use a magnet. Let me know over in the chat if you have a personalized stamp that you sign your artwork with. It's kind of popping up. Carmen says she does. Brian wishes he had one. Brian, I'll tell you what I did. I designed my own stamp set. I designed 4 on a 4x4 square, and I sent these off to have them made at rubberstamps.com, and it was really economical. So if you have a way to design one, I would suggest that. When I ordered these, and it was years ago, so the price has, of course, went up like everything else, but when I ordered this, the 4x4 stamp, which I had to cut out each individual thing, it was only like $12 shipped. Again, they're going to be a little more than that now. I haven't checked lately, but you might want to check out rubberstamps.com. Polly has one. Iris Monkeys has 2. Mabel's loving a little bit of cat hair. I probably need that one. Susan has several. The one she mentioned earlier, which was runs on, what was it? Fueled by Dr. Pepper and hot tamales. And Diane has a self-inking one. That would be nice. And Trisha has a bunch from TE. They do make some fun ones. You can't really see through my stamp anymore because it did stain pretty badly, but it still works. I have thought about getting some new ones made, but I think as long as it works, I'm sticking with it. This is kind of the stuff that's monotonous. Of course, wait till I start stenciling all these pieces. That's like 180, because it's a 3-layer stencil and I have to do 40 cards. So I might be here. Hopefully I'll get them done before I have to leave. Everything needs to be done by Wednesday night, packed and done by Wednesday night. Susan says, have I tried the TE stamp, the stamp spritz cleaner? It took stays on off her stamps. I have definitely tried that on this, Susan, because I do love that stuff. Yes, this right here, it gets lots of ink off, but I think this one was too far gone. It did take some of it off, but you still really couldn't see through it. I will have to try that though next time I do stays on, because that one is usually tricky to get off your stamps. I think after I stamp these, I might take a break and have some lunch. It's 1:30 here already. And then I don't know, like, if there's any interest, or maybe even if there's not, I could all, because I'm going to try to get these done today. So I will probably come back down and work on them. Maybe I'll just turn back on the live stream in case anybody wants to hang out. Is anybody crafting while you hang out with me? And if so, what are you working on? So tomorrow, I have mentioned it, but I know a lot of friends are just joining us. Tomorrow is the World Card Making Day event over on Craft Roulette. And I will be on there from 2 to 2:30 p.m. Central, I believe. I do need to double check that. But tonight, you guys will get to find out the parameters for this week. I do already know them. So if you watch my presentation tomorrow, I am going to, I have some files, some cut files that will help you recreate the card that I am making during the live stream. So you'll have to watch. You have to watch my presentation, because you know that I love to give out a secret word. I will give out a secret word. And then if you sign up for my email list and put that secret word into your form when you sign up, then you can download the SVGs that I created to make my card, which I do need to get that ready too. I need to do a little prep, because I designed the file, but I have not yet cut those out. Let's see. Susan says she is crafting along. Trisha said she's putting away all the stuff she's used this week, so hopefully she'll have a clean craft room before she goes to Stamp Joy. I wish I could say the same, that I would have a clean craft room, but I don't think there's any way. This place is a pit. Susan says she's working on 2 commissioned birthday cards, a wedding card, and her Craft Roulette October birthday cards. Fabulous. And Jean is packing up 80 cards for Kindness. That is awesome. Susan, if you're already signed up, you can still sign up for it. It will be a special one. As soon as you sign up, put in your secret word and submit, it will redirect you to download the file, because I'm not going to send it out to my entire email list. So it's just a special form that allows me to get you a file. You know, because if it was only for members, then I would share it on my membership tab, but I will be giving this away to anybody who watches me tomorrow and gathers that secret word. I will probably go ahead and add it, though, to the membership blogs when I get the chance, so that as more people become members and they find the blog, they can download that freebie. Oh, I did not know you're at work. I better shh. I better be quiet so nobody hears you're on watching a live stream. Hello, Yvette. If you watched last month's Oh So Inspired Live, Tracy and Yvette joined me, and Yvette and I let the cat out of the bag. I think it was that night that we are going to kick off Advent in December together, because Yvette also goes live each day for the Advent and gets crafty with her goodies. So we're going to have a little live collaboration. Susan needs suggestions. What's for lunch? Here, Susan, I will probably air fry a couple chicken tenders and then cut up some romaine. And then I just like to make like a chicken Caesar salad with chicken tenders. Oh, good. No, nobody can hear me. Good. Okay, I'm running out of room behind me to put down my cards, which that probably tells you how messy my back counter is, because I should have plenty of room for these. Seems like I've stamped a lot more than 40 card backs. Yeah, Susan, I thought that same thing. After I fill up this little area here, I am going to go over there and at least pick up the first couple stacks that I have down. Because I agree. I think they are probably dry. So tonight is craft roulette, and I believe that Amanda is a special guest, and they'll be working with the parameters that we'll all work with tomorrow. I might have to stop by tonight. I know I've already planned my card out, but maybe get some more ideas with the parameters. Are you going to be at craft roulette tonight? If you don't know what craft roulette is, it is the ultimate card making game show. Is that what it's called? And it's live almost every Friday night. And normally they spin for parameters that you don't know of until the night, but tonight's a little bit different with World Card Making Day tomorrow. But it is super fun. Mary always has a guest, and it definitely makes you think outside the box and use your supplies in ways that you might not have thought of. Good. Susan's going to be there. Carmen will be there. Fabulous. All right. I picked up those first couple rows. I think I should have room for these now. I'm excited for you all to see the parameters and hear what you're going to do with them. And tomorrow during my presentation, I'm probably going to give you way more information than what you wanted to know about how I came to my final decisions for my card. I even have printouts ready to discuss. Oh, Susan says it will be her Where's it at? 118th consecutive card. Amazing. I know that Carmen has to, she's probably there or a little bit above, right? Diane says she's watching me and eating a late lunch instead of making a birthday and a sympathy card. Needs to do one of each. Well, I hope that you can enjoy your lunch and then get your cards made, Diane. Jody says that she'll be there tomorrow. She's there almost every Friday night. So much fun. Yes, fun with 2 N's. We are not spelling fun wrong. That's how they spell fun over on Craft Roulette. And that she's on card number 111. Wow. So I've been on Craft Roulette a bunch of times, but can you believe that? Let me see. I think I just passed 30 cards submitted. I try to keep like a tally mark over on my cork board, and I think I just hit 30. Yvette's working on KCC 20. I haven't checked that one out yet. I need to go over and download it. Oh my goodness, Carmen, I missed yours. So Carmen said she used actual fire on her card last week. I will have to go check out her video, and showed 2 ways to create soot on cards. You're at 176 cards and videos. That is amazing. I knew you had hit 100, but I didn't know you had went that far over. I a lot of times, like, I'll be just watching quietly on Friday night, and I'll think, oh, maybe tonight I'll go down when I'm done here and make a card. But I'm going to tell you guys, if the parameters are hard at all, if I'm not on with them live, I'm like, never mind, I'm out. But I know that the parameters are always doable, so I shouldn't have that attitude. But sometimes the combination just gets me, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm out. I am a fair weather craft rouletter, except when it comes to being a guest on the show. Then I usually try to rise to the occasion. Is anybody going to Paperganza next year? Or did you go this year? That was the event that Craft Roulette held in Kansas City. And I think they're going to do it again. So hopefully, if I didn't meet you yet, I'll get to next year. And yes, Susan, I know all parameters are doable. But sometimes if you don't have to do them, then that's better. Let us know. Okay, over in the chat, let us know if you have never watched Craft Roulette. Put never over in the chat, like in all caps, just so we can kind of see how many newbies we need to get to head over there. You definitely want to come tomorrow because there's going to be prizes, people. And who does not like a crafty prize? You do have to pre-register, though, at craftroulette.live. I do have some information on my community tab, how to get there and do that. Susan says she is too retentive to let her streak end. Yeah, that would be, if like you were up high, that would be hard for me not to play along if I had a streak like that. All right, so Trisha, have you heard of Craft Roulette and you just not joined, or have you never even heard of it? Let us know. Because I think, you know, it might take you visiting a few times to get used to it and love it. But just like here on my channel, how the live chatters are so friendly because, you know, we're all crafters. Same thing over on Craft Roulette. They call it the chatter box there. It's just a fun place to be. Fun place to be on Friday nights. And there are always weekly prizes too, that if you enter a card, and if you enter in at your first time, your card gets showcased on the next week's intro video. Okay, so you've heard of it but haven't joined. Well, I hope, Trisha, that we'll see you there maybe this weekend. Make sure to check out my, I think it's called the posts tab now, but it used to be the community tab. I have some information. You might just have to scroll down a little bit on there. I am going to clean off what I can on my stamp. And I have 2 of these from Stampin' Up. It has like little scrubby pads on it. I have one when it's dirty, and then I, scrub off what I can. And you can see it did get off some of that reddish color. And then when it's clean, this looks just about as dirty, but then I kind of dry it with this. All right, you guys. I am going to pause here. Make sure before you go that you smash that like button if you haven't already. After I have lunch, I might be down to come back live because I am going to work on my cards. So I might just turn the live stream back on so you can join me. And, you can pop in and out if you want to, but it takes a while for that air fryer to get my chicken tenders done. So it will probably be about 2:30. Give me time to eat and get that all done. Oh, there we go. Carmen shared her city card tutorial video. Make sure to go check that out. All right. Great. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much. Remember to smash that like button on the way out, and I might see you later. Bye-bye, guys.